You want to check that and make sure, Cedar, before we get started? Checking. Shake it out. Shake it out.
It needs to be like propped up a little bit.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Does it say live?
Yeah.
Does it say people can see?
There's 2 people on, yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Who are they?
No.
I want to know.
Who is it? Okay, we ready? Get set. What's up, my booty babes? I'm Shalee, your boudoir expert.
And I'm Nikki, your boudoir sidekick. I like that. I think I like that one.
That's a good one. So today we have a special guest, and we didn't have a very eventful week this week.
I mean, you did. We were like booked every day with
Oh.
photo shoots.
Yeah.
I couldn't come over just to talk to you. I mean, I could if I wanted, but I was like, hello, over there. You're so busy, I don't want to distract you.
I did 3 boudoir sessions this week.
It felt like more.
Yeah. Well, I usually shoot and then edit and then shoot and then edit and shoot and then edit. You know, like take my days.
Well, you did do my photos too.
Oh, we
Last
did that
Friday.
too. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. The bubble machine, you guys. Was that after the podcast?
Yeah, it was.
Oh my gosh. You guys, this bubble machine is so awesome. Like, it is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I did another session. Well, I think I've done 4 sessions with it now.
I mean, like, everybody's asking for it.
Yeah.
They all want it.
So freaking cool. So I'm doing them as a mini session too. So if you guys want to do a mini session with just the bubbles in the bathtub in this area, it is so worth it because they are amazing. The girl yesterday, she was like, oh my gosh, I should have just done just the bathtub whole setup because it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
She loved them all.
Yeah, I'm actually going to take a couple prints and have them put on my bathroom wall. Just my private bathroom wall. But they just like, it's just a vibe, you know?
Right?
It's my good wall.
And I think I'm going to get one of yours blown up and put up on the wall.
Ooh.
You know, I think you deserve a place up there.
Ooh. That'd be cool.
Yeah. It's fun. So, bubble baths.
Yeah, it's really fun. A lot of fun.
What else we got going on this week?
We did Pilates.
Lots of Pilates.
Yeah, lots of, exercise and the legs and the stomach and sweating, lots of sweating.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Thrive.
Yeah.
What did you say they were doing a special or something?
Oh, so on Monday, I believe it's the first day of spring. I'm not sure, but they're
It's
doing.
already spring.
Is it?
I think. I could be wrong.
Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Google.
But anyways, they're doing a spring equinox sound bath, and from like 6 to 8 or something.
You should do it.
I know, I want to do it, and
I think it would be a good reset.
Here, look. Do you know what it means?
Yeah,
I took a
I've been to a
screenshot.
sound bath before. But
Oh,
go
you
ahead
have?
and read it.
It means it encourages rebirth and renewal, an opportunity to plant seeds, and an opportunity for new beginnings. A sound bath is an immersed experience of meditative tones and vibrations with crystal singing bowls. Helps reduce stress, promotes restful sleep, and relaxes the tense body, which I definitely am tense.
Right?
That sounds fun.
It does sound fun. I think we should do it just to like go and reset and.
Yeah. One of the ladies after Pilates pulled me aside and was like, hey, I'm going to be teaching this sound bath.
Oh, cool.
And she's like, you guys should totally
You're
go.
so approachable. Everybody always approaches you to talk.
I mean, one nice to her.
Let's help her.
Yeah. Because did you see me over there flapping like a fish?
Oh, I don't watch anybody. I try to just like keep my eyes closed.
I was trying to get you were like 3 people over, and I was trying to get your attention when we were late, and I was like, hey. Like, and you were just like, with your eyes closed, like, I'm not looking at anybody.
That's what I do.
Yeah, I was like, damn it, Shalee. But I know if you would have saw me, you would have started laughing.
Yeah,
I was going to laugh. Yeah.
So in Pilates, we have one teacher that does like face yoga with us. And she does just like tapping just to bring blood flow to your face. And you're just supposed to barely touch your face. And I look over at Nikki, and it was her first day. I look over at Nikki, and she's just slapping her face like crazy.
I really wanted to get that, what's it called? What is that? Collagen. I wanted to get that collagen really flowing.
The teacher was like, just little taps, little taps.
Simmer it down.
It's so funny. Slap your face.
I mean, it's been like, I don't know, since 2019 since I've worked out. And so,
Since your back
yeah,
surgery.
yeah. So I think, I just really,
You were taking it all.
Yeah, I was sore for
Taking
like
it
4
hard.
days. 4 days.
So the next thing I want to clear up is, yes, I am going to Aruba in October, and no, there's no need to reschedule your boudoir sessions until I get back, because nothing in the studio is going to be changing, unless just my regular changing shit. The purpose of me going to Aruba is to do destination stuff. So all of the, I want to be able to get a group of girls and go to Hawaii. I talked about this a few times before. I'm just so scared to take that leap and do it. And so I'm going to Aruba to step out of my comfort zone and see, how other photographers do it. And so no, I had messages and people telling me that they wanted to reschedule their session to after I got back in hopes that there was going to be something better. But honestly, you can't get any better in the studio. I've got it down to perfection at this point, and so the studio's staying the same. Don't need to reschedule your sessions, but you can schedule to go to destinations with us.
Yeah, which would be something definitely to do in the future. But don't miss out your studio session because it's totally worth it. And you have so many options here. You really need to talk to Shalee if you have any questions. But she has so many different ideas and options and just settings that you could really go with. I mean, you can't go wrong with the studio.
I think I have a setup for pretty much everybody.
Yeah, you do.
There's something that just
Yeah.
about everybody would like. I did a really cool thing yesterday with the new black wall with the St. Andrew's cross on it, and she wanted to do a projector. And so I did a projector with this cool tie-dye thing on it or whatever, projecting picture. And so then she was just nude, and then so she had all this cool tie-dye.
Yeah, it just projected right onto her body, not the back of the wall, so it looked really cool. It looked like she was almost painted.
I don't have an answer for that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, so that was super awesome. So, I'm always expanding and doing new things. And if you have ideas, bring them to me because it's fun. I like new ideas.
Yeah.
So,
Talk about the post.
okay. Oh, let's bring in our guest, and then we'll do that. I put that on
I'm just so excited to talk about it.
So, we have a special guest today. This is the love of my life, my little sweetheart, my child, Ceder Lowham.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, sweets.
Hi.
Hi. And don't say we look alike because we don't. We don't. We look nothing alike. So I'm bringing my daughter onto the podcast. She wanted to be a guest because she wanted to talk about how it is to be a boudoir photographer's daughter and what that means to her and all the things that has come about with this. And I don't know. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So my name's Ceder, like the tree. If you can't tell, my mom was a hippie. Still is. So I used to be a YouTuber. I still kind of am. I try to just videotape, record whenever I can. And one thing that I am trying to videotape a lot more right now is I'm moving to Utah soon, and just recording the process and just showing the raw experience that it is, because I feel like some YouTubers and some people they don't really show the stressful side of it. It's super stressful and
They glorify it a lot.
yeah, they glorify it a lot. They're like, oh, it's so great, you should totally do it. There's no stress with it. There's so much stress with it, especially being 19 and doing it and having the pressure of being oh, so are you gonna go to school? What are you gonna do up there? Are you just moving just because? And I just have to do it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to record it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the best YouTuber, so I don't always record everything.
We gave her a complex when she was younger. She was doing a lot of YouTubing but she was like videoing in our face all the fucking time, and we're like, Cedar, get that camera out of my face! Like,
I love
holy
it.
crap! I go,
love it.
I love going back and seeing the videos now.
Yeah.
But she was like, fine, and I was like, shit, we just really fucked her up.
I was wondering why she quit.
Yeah, because anytime I pull out my camera, they go, "What's up, my peeps? Cedar's always recording." And I'm like,
we still do it to her.
I guess I won't record them.
You still do.
I just did, but
Just not in our faces so much. We're just so entertaining.
yeah. You guys do the
You guys are
random
entertaining.
shit. That's
Yeah.
funny. So, I want to
You
get
never know what
I want to
craziness.
get a recording of it. It's hilarious.
I know, it's fun to look back at.
It's so much fun to look back at. It's so cool.
Right? We are going to be doing a Vikings photo shoot tomorrow, all three of us, with Stephanie Ray. I think that's how you say her last name. It's just R-E.
Yeah.
Ray, Stephanie, in Lake County. Shout out to her.
ask her tomorrow.
How do you say your name? She's another photographer in Lake County. She's super awesome. She also does boudoir. She does family stuff, kids stuff. She likes to do the group sessions. I've never met her, but this will be our first time actually meeting, but we help each other out so much and just communicate with each other. And, you know, I think a lot of us photographers try to stay, I personally like to keep all of us photographers, you know, together, and, you know, we should work together rather than against each other.
And I actually think her first name might be Stefani.
Oh, because of how it's spelled.
Yeah, I don't know though.
We'll find
ask
out
tomorrow. She's probably wondering the same thing about your name.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's Shalee, not Shalee.
I know people all the time are like, "That's how you pronounce it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "I've been doing it wrong this whole time." I'm like, "It's okay, it's okay." It happens a lot. Yeah, everybody does
That's
that.
right. Even the people that have known her for years.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Shalee, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Are you sure that's how you say it?
Yeah.
Shalee.
I've
So
heard,
sorry.
I've heard
It's okay.
Shelly.
Yeah, a lot of different
Like
things.
Shelly. And I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cute."
Whatever. Thanks, Mom. So, photo shoot tomorrow. That's gonna be fun. We've done a ton of photo shoots with you. We used to do a lot more. Seems like we haven't done as many since you've been older and you're like this old hag that has a job.
Old
You're
hag.
moving.
I get it. I have an old soul.
You
don't have to call me an old hag.
You
Well,
do.
you're named after a tree.
You're just ancient.
Yeah.
I guess. So tell us a little bit more about you.
Oh, I don't know.
You
What could I talk about?
you say that you have really bad sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah, I've not super bad sleep paralysis, but I've
Are
had
you
it.
kidding me?
No, like it's not like every night or like once a week or like once a month. It's more of like when my sleep schedule gets fucked up or like I take a nap in the middle of the day when I'm not supposed to be tired, and I go to bed later that night and I just messes with my brain. But have you guys had sleep paralysis?
No.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's creepy.
It is. It's
I
really
hate
scary.
it.
Yeah.
The first time I had it, it was extremely intense. And so what sleep paralysis is your brain turns on, but your body is still asleep. And it feels like you're being pushed down into your bed, like there's a bunch of weight on your body and you can barely breathe.
Yeah.
And some people will say like whatever is on top of them, which is technically nothing, but it feels like there's someone on top of them. Some people will say like it's just the pressure, but some people will say that like it touches them. And
Like
that's what
a
happened the
demon.
first time, like a demon on top of you.
Would it hurt?
Yeah, and the first time it happened to me, I was freaking out because I didn't know what it was. I've never heard of it, and it felt like whatever it was touching me and like groping me inappropriately. So in my mind, I'm like, shit, is someone like actually there, or is it like something else? And I can do this thing where I can like project myself, like just look down at myself sometimes, and I like tried doing that. There was something, but there also wasn't something, and I was freaking out, and my head was actually turned to the side on my pillow, and it felt like it was screaming bloody murder in my ear.
Oh, it's so scary.
And like that blood curdling scream makes you feel like you're gonna puke, and all I could think about was, I'm gonna get my grandpa if you don't get the fuck out of here. And the grandpa that I was referring to was Grandpa Johnson. He's one of my guardian angels and like watches over me and like all the other grandkids, and that's all I could think of. And it just finally went away after like so long. It was probably like maybe 5 seconds, but it felt like 30 minutes.
That's so cute. I'm gonna get my grandpa.
Don't hurt me, I'm gonna get my grandpa.
Well, I think the sound bath would be good for you too.
Yeah, probably. Maybe I should do that.
You should.
When is it?
It's on Monday.
It
It's
sounds-
Okay, I can do that.
You should come to that.
Ugh. And I've had like some like other experiences with sleep paralysis. Like there was this one time when it happened, and I had learned more about it and how to get out of it. And when I finally like got up and looked, I have a closet, a walk-in closet right in front of my bed, and it looked like there was a figure standing there and walked into my clothes, into the wall, like disappeared. And it wasn't like, oh, that was a shadow like from something else. No, it was a figure standing there. It was so creepy.
I was about 18 when I had my first paralyzing dream, and we didn't, like, this was in the early 2000s, there wasn't like cell phones or anything to like Google, and so I had experienced a haunted house before that, and I had like a crazy paranormal thing happen to me. Like I straight got blown out of, like, with sound, and like it's crazy, like sounds and screaming up in this hallway, because they told me, they were like, oh, it's haunted up there, and I was like, oh, I don't believe you, I'm gonna go up there, like I'm cool. And I straight got like blown down, like out of there. I ran out of that house.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
then
scary.
it is. And then a couple weeks later, I had this sleep nightmare dream, and when I woke up and I couldn't move, but I wasn't fully awake, and there was still what I was having a nightmare about in the room, and the room was like slowly turning back into where I was, but this big dark like entity flew into the corner, and then it just like slowly formed into the shadow that was in the corner of the room, and it was so scary. It was really, really scary.
So scary.
I've had a few since, but not like as intense.
Yeah.
So
That's the only like really intense one that I've had. Probably because now I know more about it and how to get out of it. And how you get out of it is like try to wiggle your fingers, your toes, and like your tongue, and like make your body wake up, because your body's asleep but your mind's awake. That's all it is.
That's so creepy.
Since I've had other experience with like ghosts, I know it wasn't just my body. I know there was something else in the room with me.
Yeah.
Like you can feel when there's something else in the room with you. You can feel it. Like especially like women, we have heightened senses. Like we know when something's watching us, and we know when something is wrong. Like that mother's intuition. Like that can also pile onto, oh, there's someone else in the room with me, but there's no one here. Like that's kind of what it is. That's how I kind of explain it to people. It's like a mother's intuition.
That's interesting.
Weird.
What other ghost stories you got?
One ghost story that really like shouts out to me is when we lived at, what was it?
Down in Merco.
Down in Merco. We moved into this house. We were only there for like 4 months, and my brother and I had an experience in the garage and like the mother-in-law's suite, where a broom fell, and we were like, why the fuck did the broom fall? It was literally leaning up against, and we got freaked out, ran back to the main house, and my dad had an experience with his porch swing was swinging somewhere where it was no
in the
wind.
garage.
It was in the garage. He was making swings on like wind chimes, and he had the big old swing hanging up, and it just started swinging back and forth, and then it like slowly came to a stop. And he's like, the kids aren't in here, there's no draft, and that thing cannot just like swing, it's a heavy swing. And then I had a really bad experience one night. I woke up in the middle of the night, and the house was situated really weird. I was like in the very back corner, and if I turned, not facing the wall, I could look down and see down the hallway to the bathroom and the back door to go outside. And one night I turned over, I don't know why I was awake, and there was this really big, dark silhouette of a man. And it wasn't like just a silhouette. It was huge, and darkness was emanating off of it.
And that gives me chills.
Oh, I stared at it and I was like, what is that? And then all I remember is waking up the next morning.
Ooh, creepy.
It was so weird.
Yeah, there was a lot of weird stuff in that house.
Yeah. And
I'm glad we got kicked out.
and
Thankfully we didn't pay the rent.
but that ghost has actually been following me around. Like, it's at the house now. It's in Ryzen's room.
You think it's the same one?
Yeah, it's the same one.
And he's big.
It's a big.
Does he wear a top hat?
It's not a top
There is
hat.
one. There
It's
is
not a
one.
top hat. It's just. Well,
That is the thing.
that is a thing. And I know it's not a top hat. I know it's not like. I'm pretty sure it was the guy that died in the house. Because I didn't realize that the previous owner's husband had actually died in the house in a chair that we still had. And so it was like always trying to put a name to the ghost, and I always thought it was a J name. And then you said the owner's husband was Jack, right? And so ever since I've known the name, he's been showing up less.
Really?
Yeah. Like I've seen him at work. I've seen it just on a daily basis sometimes, like when I'm driving. But I mainly see him in Ryzen's room in the doorway to the bathroom. And he's a tall, big, burly, and every time
We'll
I
have
see
to
him, it's
pull up
just...
some pictures of him because I'm sure he
Yeah.
was like local in Willits for a long time. So I wonder if we pull up some pictures of him and see.
I really want to, but I've never had like the time to actually do it.
Whatever. You got plenty of time. You got time all day long.
Maybe he needs closure.
Maybe that's what it is. But I can't connect to ghosts like that and be like, oh, crossover. I know Brittany can do that, like my aunt.
Yeah, my sister is super like into ghost stuff and sees like around Halloween time. She sees it a lot.
Yeah. I'm not like that. It's more of like
The different intuition.
someone talking about their dead grandma, and I'm like, oh, your grandma loves you.
Yeah.
Like she's good. She says she's shocked. She's sorry. Like I don't hear them. Like more feel the situation. That's yeah.
You're a feeler.
And there was a time where it got really bad, where like I would start seeing just figures all over the house all the time. And one of your witch or I can't remember what she called herself, like a Wiccan.
Yeah, Wiccan.
She practiced like Wiccan stuff, and she made me a dream catcher, and she told me that I'm like a lighthouse in the dark for spirits, and they'll try to come to me for help. And so I try to turn it off as much as possible because I don't want to deal with that, and it freaks me out because I watch horror movies.
A lot.
A lot of horror
She has horror tattoos all over her too. Like no wonder why she's the way she is.
Yeah, but it's an experience.
You're just loved.
Loved by all.
So how many tattoos do you have?
12. Some that you don't know of.
She's only. Girl, let me see that ass. What did you get?
Well, no, I've done it myself.
Oh, shit.
I did one right here. It's just a hand.
She's only been able to get tattoos for a year. Shirley has more tattoos than I do.
2 years. I'm 19.
You can only get tattoos when you're 18. That's
Well,
a year
almost
and
20.
a year and a half.
Yeah, you are almost the same age that she was when she had you.
Yeah.
I was pregnant with you when I was your age.
That's so weird.
But look how awesome it is. I just turned 40 and you're moving out of the house.
Yeah.
I don't even have to deal with you anymore. No, we have the best relationship.
Yeah.
Like we are best friends and always have been.
Always will be. Hopefully.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Not if you don't drop that attitude. Just kidding.
I get my attitude from you.
So tell me what you know, like with me being a boudoir photographer, how has that affected your life?
It's affected me in a good way. Like there's no like negative output on it at all, other than my friends hoping and praying that they get to come into the studio and see all the naked ladies and stuff.
I don't have naked ladies on the walls.
Well, you got your tits and ass on the walls, so.
That's not my ass, but those are my tits.
Yeah.
They're nice.
They are. They're nice.
See?
But it's affected me in a really good way because it shows me like I love my body. Not that I should love my body, but that I need to love my body because it's the body that I have forever. And if I do want to change it, then I need to put in the work to do it. But literally no one cares because that is your body. You're the only one that should be caring about your body. And it's just put a really good outlook on my life because I don't judge people like in a way that most people do, and I'm a lot kinder to people because I understand it in a different way, I guess. I don't know, but it's given me a lot of confidence.
Good. That's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I never see her, like, some of her outfits she chooses, I'm like, oh my gosh, Ceder, like, why are you wearing that? I wore that in the 80s, like, and that was when we were poor and shopping at thrift stores, and, like, I mean, we still shop at thrift stores a lot, but we never went to real stores, you know, and so when I see her wearing the same clothes that I wore when I was a little shit ass, like, what the hell are you wearing? She's like, that looks fine, I don't care. Like, good, you keep that attitude.
Yeah. I don't care because it's not affecting anyone in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I never hear you talk bad about yourself.
Yeah.
Ever.
Because I know if I talk bad about myself, then everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, but you're just like so pretty," and I'm like,
Yeah. I mean,
it doesn't really do very much.
you can be thick or thin and still be pretty.
Yeah.
You know, like your weight and your size and you know, your color or whatever, that doesn't define beauty.
And when I was younger, especially in middle school, I got bullied a lot for being at a twig, being super skinny. And I mean, like, sure that has affected me in a way because I was being called skinny and a twig, and that I was lucky that I was skinny like every single day in middle school. And even still, like when I was in high school, people would say how skinny I am, but I have a really big butt, and
You got that from me, girl.
but I don't care because it doesn't really affect me because I know I should be confident about it.
Yeah.
And that no one else, like, if I'm just passing a random stranger on the street and they're like, oh, you're like really skinny, I'm like, oh, thanks.
Has anybody stopped you and said you were really skinny?
A couple times, yeah.
I feel like you've thickened up a lot the last 2
I
years.
definitely have, but in a good way.
Oh yeah, you are voluptuous and beautiful. There's absolutely nothing that is right.
Yeah, just
Except for a few tattoos I could do without, but I'm just kidding.
That's because
You
she's
rock-
your mom.
You rock
Yeah.
those tattoos, girl.
I don't really care, but just being confident about it, not getting down on yourself, because the only person that really gets you down the most is yourself. Like, if you have the mindset, oh, I need to be skinnier, like I'm too fat, or I'm too skinny, or this and this and this, like the only person that's really doing that is yourself. Like, if you don't have a good mindset, then it's gonna backfire.
Yeah, the body dysmorphia is a huge, huge issue.
It really is.
And the busier I get with doing boudoir, the more and more I'm seeing it. And it is so sad watching these girls that just completely hate on themselves because they have a roll or cellulite or stretch marks.
Or they are, or like at the end of the day, you're like a little bit more full in your stomach, and you don't feel comfortable or confident anymore. But that's because you ate today. That's because you were walking today, or you've been sitting and working all day. Like, that's, your body changes throughout the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you try something out or try something on, like try something new on, like at the end of the day, you're obviously not gonna like it because you're a little bit more bloated.
You know, this morning when I put these pants on, they fit great. Now look at them.
Like, your body changes throughout the
Feel
day.
the same way.
It's insane. So if you try something on at night and you don't like it, try it on in the morning, because then you're like a little bit more, I guess, evened out, I guess. Try it on in the morning, see how you like it, and if you still don't like it, then maybe that's not right for you.
Yeah.
Or like the right fit. And really wearing the things that fit your body, not fitting your body to the clothes. is a really big thing.
That's so important.
Yeah.
Not trying to squeeze into last year's pants. Just get some new ones that are a little bit
Just get some
bigger.
new ones.
I know we're both there, Nikki, as you can tell. Like, these are last year's pants, and they're.
Yeah.
It's time to fit into my body to clothes.
Yeah. Because our bodies change. Like, we're always growing, we're always moving, and just really being comfortable, being confident, you know.
And just being healthy.
Mhm.
You know, that's the biggest thing. As long as you're just not eating crap all day and whatever.
Yeah.
Just feel healthy. Be healthy.
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
I had struggles in high school because I was 5'9" with 110 size body.
That's
And-
so teeny.
Oh, it was horrible. I mean,
Yeah.
it was everything. And then everything that I bought that would fit my waist was high waters. And and like little shirts were popular, and you know, the early 2000s and stuff. And it was really hard. I got told like 1,000 times in high school that I could break you in half. You're so skinny. Or like people would just pick me up and be like, look at you, you know. And even the teachers, they were like, you need to stay at lunchtime because we think you're anorexic. And I wasn't. And it put a complex on me.
Yeah.
I
And
ate
that stays
so
with you
much
for
junk
life.
food. Like I started eating so much fattening shit because I'm like, I want to gain weight. I don't want to be skinny, you know. And it's caused like issues for me now, you know, like because I love food.
Yeah.
But I love junk food, and you know, and so then once like I hit 27 and I started actually putting the weight on. It was like, whoa, 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 okay, that's
Hold on a
enough
minute.
slices, like, you know, like, all right, it's time to stop. Yeah.
Slow it down.
But I mean, I missed out on so much because I was so insecure. Like, I was insecure to go to dances because I didn't want people to make fun of me.
Yeah.
And I didn't, like I would miss out on things that I would have been interested in because I didn't want to be made fun of. Everywhere I went, like, people always said stuff about my weight. Always.
And especially in high school, it's really difficult because
worst.
everyone is like pinpointing and hyper focusing, but then the next week, literally no one cares.
Yeah.
And I feel like in high school, everyone cares so much about their appearance and bullying other people that they just lose track of everything else, and it's really hard.
Yeah.
I feel like your generation's getting a little bit better than what my generation was for like body dysmorphia type stuff.
Well, it's still pretty bad. Like, there's still, because right now I'm helping coaching with softball, and a lot of the girls don't have very much confidence, and they are still saying, like, even at practice, like, oh, like, this about my body, and I'm like overhearing it, I'm like, oh my god, like, I wonder who actually said that to them, because it could have been their friends, it could have been a boyfriend, it could have been their mother or their grandma. Like, you can get all these positive comments about your body and about how you are, but that one negative comment, just that one, can ruin your entire life. Especially if it's someone that like you appreciate and look up to, it can really, really hurt. But just not even thinking about it is what I've seen is the best way, and just being confident and maybe looking at your body and being like, yeah, like I could change that, but is it really gonna affect me if I do change it? Is it gonna make me a better person? Like, just evaluating it and just being confident about yourself is like,
Yep. Well, is there anything else you want to talk about your life?
I don't think so.
The exciting things that you're doing? You know, any more ghost stories?
Not that I can think of.
How's the puppy?
Oh.
He's such
He
an
is
asshole.
so cute.
He hates me.
I don't know why.
I love him so
He
much.
hates you?
Yeah.
Yes. If I hug her or if I hug Daniel, he freaks out.
Yeah.
So he likes Daniel?
Oh, he loves,
Dan. I
He'll
hate
go
it.
up and he'll just lay right on top of Dan, and he just like.
It's because Dan gives him food.
And you're like,
No.
bitch, I'm the one who said you were okay to be here.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
seriously.
You want to be here for me?
You just need to give him food and like and spend some one-on-one time with him.
I do.
Yeah.
Every time like I go home and she's not there, I'll go get him out of his kennel and I sit and play with him,
Yeah.
and he's fine. But the second her or Daniel comes home, he'll come up and he'll just bite me just for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, what in the fuck, you little bastard?
Oh my
like,
God.
I gave her a hug, and he came up and he just started like clawing on me. Like,
yeah,
get
this
off
was just
of her.
last night.
Oh
too.
my God.
And
that's
then
so funny.
I gave Daniel a hug. We were standing in the kitchen, and he just came over, and we were just hugging each other. And Georgie, the puppy, comes up, and he starts like, he got his nose really hard, and he just like started pushing me away from him. And I was like, what are you doing? And then he jumps up and starts like pawing at us, and I was like, Georgie, stop it. And then he reached over and he bit me. He like put
I
his,
think you guys really need a therapy session. Like this sounds really.
Oh my God. That was so funny.
he's such an asshole. I was like, why are you pushing me? Like, leave me, I can hug him all I want.
Yeah.
And then I finally let go of Daniel, and Georgie goes over and he just like looks up at Daniel and just loves on him. And then I hugged him again, and he starts pushing me again with his nose. He was like trying to hurt me
Oh my
away
God.
from him.
That's so funny.
He's so cute though. He's so
Oh.
smart.
He is. He was so well behaved at the party.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did really good. He was like totally doting on you. Like, what do you want me to do next? You know, but you could tell like there was a puppy in him
Yeah.
because he was like, I really want to go over there and wag and snip
Yeah.
stuff, but I'm the same with mom. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
you're doing a good job.
And he's only 7 months old. Almost 7 months old.
He's gonna be really
He's
good.
gonna be really good.
Yeah.
She works with him a lot.
Yeah. I have the mentality of like I want him to act and like just act like a service dog, because service dogs, they're just off to the side. They are just there, but they're focused.
Yeah.
Nothing is gonna bother them. That's what I want. Like overall goal or ending goal is I want him to just sit there and just pay attention to me, focus on me. That's all I want.
That's what everybody wants in a man.
Yeah.
Just focus on
Just
me.
focus on me. But he's getting really
Do
good
what
at
I
it. Do
ask.
what I ask.
Only when I say. High expectations, honey. I love it.
Yeah. That's all I have is high expectations. But he's getting really good. He can do lots of tricks. He listens when he wants to. He's really cute when he's sleeping though.
Yeah, he is really cute. And he's so soft.
He's so soft, so cute. I was looking at pictures when he was a puppy last night, and I noticed that he's a lot darker than when he was as a puppy. Like as a puppy, he was like just almost all white with just like little spots here and there, and now he's just full of spots.
Yeah.
And what kind of dog is he?
He's mini Aussie, a regular Aussie, a pit bull, and a Rottweiler.
Oh wow.
He's a mutt.
He's a mutt.
But he looks so gorgeous.
He's so pretty.
He is.
He's adorable.
Yeah, he is.
He's super
He's the
cute.
masked hero.
He's an asshole.
Such an asshole. He bites everything.
Yeah, he's got the worst oral fixation.
Yeah, he has no toys because he completely chews up everything.
Oh.
He destroys it.
Have you tried a deer bone or deer antlers?
He chokes on them.
Oh
So
Dang
I can't
it.
give him those anymore.
Oh no, because those are like the best for their teeth and everything.
Yeah.
Darn it.
It's sad, but
You girls ready to play a game?
With your daughter, I don't know.
I know.
What are we doing here?
We might be passing on a lot of these questions. No,
You can always plead the fifth.
you don't have to answer. And like I told her last night, you can plug your ears if you don't want to hear my answer.
I'm sure she'll have lots of no's.
Oh, okay.
I already know too much anyways.
I bet you we're gonna get all the good questions, like just like
Simple ones.
hopefully.
Okay, let's put it
They're gonna be
over.
really
Okay,
perverted.
you're picking first, Cedar.
God.
Shit. Would you like me to read it?
I can read it, Mom. I'm not that dyslexic. Okay. What's the longest you've ever went without sex?
Oh!
After I had you was probably the longest, which was about 3 weeks to recover from my C-section.
Aren't you supposed to wait like 8 after a C-section?
Yeah. I don't know.
What about you, Nikki?
10 months.
10 months.
10 freaking months. And it was after I had both my kids.
Just tell me you're a virgin. Just tell me. Just say it. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know. Good answer. Good answer. We'll take it.
Good answer.
All right, Nikki.
That's fine. Okay. This one. Okay. Oh. Boudoir shoot in the shower or the tub?
I'm gonna pick the tub because I haven't done it yet.
Well, we kind of did.
A little.
Yeah.
Wet t-shirt.
Yeah, and remember the leg.
Oh yeah.
I love that freaking photo.
It's just my legs sticking out.
I would say the bathtub too. I think it's really fun.
That was fun.
sexy. I do love the shower though.
I know
love the shower scene.
your shower pictures were amazing.
I love your shower pictures. They're so pretty.
Right? I'm
I
like,
love
damn,
them.
who is that girl?
Yeah.
That's you, bitch. That's
It
you.
looks so pretty. And I love the colors on it too. It's
Yeah.
just so pretty.
My hair was like a little light pink, and it was like perfect. And I want that color again. Like, I actually think I'm gonna start going for that again because I think
You pulled the light pink off.
yeah, it's like totally my.
It is.
It's me.
It's your aesthetic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would choose probably the tub because the bubbles now. I really like the bubbles. And if you want the bubble machine, it's linked on my website. If you want to go and do that, you can link my website in the description.
Okay.
And if you want that, you can go and buy it off of my website.
Yeah, it's originally for like kids' birthday parties and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, just like that's where I got it from. It's off the kids' birthday party website thing.
I've got a flash question.
Okay.
If Ceder wanted to do a boudoir shoot, would you do it?
No.
But you wouldn't want to do it.
No.
I would do it for her,
Why would
but
you want to do
obviously
it?
She's my mom.
you don't have to
Oh.
be nude.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not that you wouldn't want to do it, it's you wouldn't want your mom to do it.
Well, personally, I don't like being like sexy and all. Like,
Yeah.
it's not just my thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel awkward anytime I do anything like sexy or anything like that. It just makes me feel really awkward.
You're still a baby.
I'm still the baby.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. I think when you get older and maybe you've had like you've been married, you've got kids and stuff like that, I think you'll start exploring that self about you.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think that's a good insight though. I think it's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be proud, Mom.
I am. I'm so proud of her. Like I'm the proudest mom ever.
You are.
I just like gloat about her all the time because she's seriously the best kid. She's so well behaved. She listens. She does chores. She works really hard. Like, I don't have a negative thing to say about you.
Oh, good. That's good.
Except for you're an asshole sometimes. Just kidding.
I can also be an asshole sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. I love how blunt and like straightforward you are with everything. Like, you just don't give a shit, and
I
it's.
don't.
I love
really
that.
don't.
I think my favorite photos were the carnival ones.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are really good.
You looked so gorgeous.
I loved those.
Yeah, I think, I think that's probably like the most not suggestive, but like sexy. You looked really I wouldn't say sexy though, but you just looked beautiful. You know.
I was really happy.
Yeah, you were.
Because
You
I was
looked really
going
happy.
to a bunch of festivals at that time too, and so I was doing something, and I think I was also getting an RV at that time too. I think so. It was pretty.
Yeah,
good.
I think it was the confidence in you.
Yeah,
Like
I was
just
really confident about it.
yeah.
It made me super happy. Like, confidence is key.
Yeah,
Being
it
happy,
really
doing
is.
stuff that makes you happy, so then you are happy.
It's had
connecting
so
with
many
others.
ups and downs too, and you've been
Yeah.
able to like claw yourself out of all of your downs and find your ups.
Yeah, it's been really tough, and especially during COVID, that shit sucked.
I hated it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, watching both of and everybody's kids having to go through that during COVID, and she went through it her senior year, so she missed out on all of her senior stuff, as well as our other daughter, Parker. She also missed out on all of her senior stuff.
Her junior and senior.
Oh yeah,
stuff.
I remember graduation was literally a parade.
Yeah,
Like it was
really hard, and I lost a lot of friends during COVID too, and we still don't talk
like you
very
just broke
much.
up or
Yeah. Like when COVID started, it was around prom time, and so we were like, oh, let's like do our own prom, and everyone was like, okay. everyone, all of my friend group, they had already gotten their prom dresses. Thankfully, I hadn't, because I was like, I don't want to spend a shit ton of money until like a couple weeks before prom, because I don't know if it's gonna happen because of COVID. It ended up not happening. We were like, oh, let's go ahead and do like the prom thing. Like, let's go ahead and do it at a friend's house. And we started planning it, and then nothing. I was like, hey guys, like, are we still gonna do this? Nothing. Like a week or two later, I saw them all post on their Instagrams, like pictures of them all together, like in prom dresses, and I'm like, where was I in this conversation?
Yeah, what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck? And some of them don't even talk to me now, but
This is a big reason why you're moving.
yeah, this is a big reason why I'm moving, is because this has happened twice, and I don't really get along with people in this town. It's such a small town. It's a great place to grow up, but as a young adult, like, there's nothing here for me.
And
It's really difficult, and so I just want to get out of here.
go somewhere, explore,
Yeah.
go spread your wings a little. My mom part is not okay, and nobody will probably see me for like 2 weeks or talk to me or anything. So I'm just gonna be in my bed crying.
She better not be.
I'm going to be.
Yeah.
Who else am I going to talk to around here? No. Shalee, I'm going to come drag your ass out of bed.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm so sad about it.
Don't cry. She's going to be back.
I'll be back.
She'll be back for lots of visits. And
Yeah.
Here, I'll leave you with this question. Would you rather bone Jason Momoa or Chris Hemsworth? Who's Chris Hemsworth?
I need to see a picture.
Chris Hemsworth, isn't that Thor? No. Isn't it Thor? It's one of the boys.
I don't know who he is. You wrote this question, you should know who it is.
Well, it's alright. I don't know if it's spelled that right.
Oh, yes, it is. It's
Okay,
Thor.
that's Thor.
Yeah. Okay. Did you see Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay.
I don't like
Aquaman or Thor?
Yeah, Aquaman or Thor?
I'm gonna go with Aquaman.
Aquaman.
You're gonna go with Thor, aren't you?
No, I'm totally
Well-
down for.
Let me think about this.
I know, right? I just.
Well, because I love the ocean and the Little Mermaid and just Jason Momoa, but then also Greek god.
Well, okay, so outside of their roles, Jason Momoa is Hawaiian and a total like Hawaiian babe, native, like he's
And
very
he's
spiritual.
super nice.
And
too.
he is, yeah.
He's
but
so sweet.
but Chris Hemsworth, he is too. But he's not. He's Australian,
Yeah.
and he's like from down under, you know.
really
And
nice.
he's got some hot brothers too, like. But I
got some hot
he
brothers.
does. But I feel like I would have to go with Jason Momoa because one, he's divorced, so he's single.
There's a
he's on the
chance.
market, yeah. And two, he's always walking around like with his ass cheeks out and just a little toga
Yeah.
or whatever.
And
Like
it's a long toga too.
well, it's kind of, yeah.
So you know what that means.
Yes. Yeah.
Like having a big glove or a big shoe, you got a long. What do you
He
call
just
it?
looks,
Toga?
he just looks fun. He looks like we
Yeah.
have a fun time. Chris Hemsworth, yeah, he's great and everything, and but he's married and he has kids and he's happy and now he's not acting.
No chance.
He's not going to be acting for a while because he was diagnosed with. He's
early
not
onset,
early onset Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
so
what
he's
it is.
taking the time to be with his family right now
Mhm.
because.
Wow,
And it's not that he was diagnosed with it, it's just he did a DNA
He
test.
did a DNA test and he knows that he has the genetic or the genes for it, and so he's like, okay, well,
I should do that test.
I have one
Yeah.
gene for it.
Really?
Yeah,
I
but
probably
it
do
says
too.
it's like a 30% chance or
Ooh,
something.
it's so scary. That's
It
my worst
is.
fear.
My aunt actually inherited both genes, and she's really, really scared. So she's been you have to just watch what you eat and just like just take care of yourself and
Yeah.
maintain your health and everything, or your weight.
yeah.
So-
Oh, it's so scary.
Well, sis, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
No. And I would pick Jason Momoa.
Totally. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's the end of the podcast today. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Ceder, for being here.
You're welcome.
It's gonna be fun to listen back to this one day when you're gone, and I'll be crying, and then at least we get to hear your voice.
And then she calls.
Yeah. And then
Mom,
we can
stop crying.
Thank you, Nikki, for always being here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. And we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Oh, wait.
Whoa.
Next week, our podcast is going to be on Thursday at 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
We're switching it because I have a session on Friday. So, next week, Thursday, 2 o'clock, I'll post it. I'll remind you. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Bye.